グッドボタン、チャンネル登録もお願いします。
But gets chased down by Nino. And Alter Ego just shut down two of the crucial members of RCSG.
A massive play by Nino right there. The flicker into Phobia skill to knock up on two members, including CS, and then specifically spacing out his Infernal Pursuit to wait for CS to use dash abilities before following up. Made sure that he was able to catch out that Irritel and chase RSG Singapore back into their half of the map. Otherwise, they could have actually gotten a tier 1 there. And because of this, Alter Ego now have priority over the Lord Pit. They're going to be the first ones to be able to go on over and scout things out.
Yeah, the Dark Wave. So Gebe is still a level ahead of Yon, which is going to be posing a bit of a problem if it comes down to the 50-50 coin toss. I think RCSG, they have an idea, they're poking their heads around, but no realistic way to make a move in. Gil will lead the charge. Yon also fishing for any sort of avenue, but they just can't find any.
I like the positioning from Alter Ego here. They're not pushing too far because they know that they get caught out by RSG here. It's actually really bad. They want to ideally make sure Yon misses that Violet Requiem combo while keeping an eye on CS's position so that the Irritel doesn't get too much free damage out. Seeing both teams rotate a little bit around the Lord Pit, Closer is in the bush, has his eyes on Gebe. Will they commit?
It seems like they will go onto Yon first to pull the trigger. Good Winter Crown from Yon to stall out the damage. NetherRealm keeping the backline alive. Alter Ego force back. CS uncontested, unchecked. He's just gunning down everyone with the heavy crossbow. Closer takes the Cyclone Eye and straight for the backline. Takes down two. And Yon, one round down, traces life. But throughout all of that, Alter Ego still traded even. And with Roundell's passive, he is back up and ready to go. RCSG though did take the Lord.
They were able to whittle down Gebe enough and force him to Winter Crown at precisely the timing that he needed to Retribution. So because of that, Yon got it for free. They still ended up trading a little more bodies in total, but it's actually pretty worth it for RSG. I think they're starting to reach the point where they realize they're quite good at taking slower fights because they're able to continuously sustain with the Matilda, continuously poke from afar with Yunsky to get stacks up on this Sicilian. And we're starting to see RSG come online just a little bit here.
And if you're Closer, you're telling your teammates that, guys, I'm dealing so much damage, just keep me alive. As long as not Closer, CS. If CS stays alive, I really felt like Alter Ego is going to have a tough time clearing him out. But AE continues to be proactive. Prolific gun done for CS. Yon with the in and out bait and switch. Round DL looking for Pool, cannot find his spell of Alpha onto Yon. Meta round used very early on. It's about to run down. Here it comes. Alter Ego wants to kill. They find Yon. Yunsky isolated, slammed by Nino. And Alter Ego once more makes the first move and wants to end it all. CS, he's trying his best. And no one goes down from the side of AE at the end of that.
Really nice gameplay coming in from Alter Ego here. You can see that it's just a continuous back and forth. Oh, Gebe!
Gonna be using his Winter Crown again. Gebe wants to get out. CS trying to chase him down. One last roll. CS finds the kill, but High's on top of it. Just sliced him out with the Rhapsody. And a snipe with the Death Sonata. A double kill into a wipeout converted by Highs.
Alter Ego are playing effectively around the Shadow Stampede from Roundell. Wouldn't typically be your main form of initiation, but is very good at pulling people out of position when they're trying to run away from you. RSG Singapore was getting pulled back one by one right into the Spear of Alpha, and Nino being able to separate some of the flanking members away while getting his own double kill on the Phobias. He has really been popping off this game, creating a lot of space for Alter Ego alongside Dreams, opening up the team fights with that glorious pathway. RSG Singapore, they have a lot of damage, but they're not able to control the team fights well enough because of these ultimates from the bulkier frontline members of Alter Ego.
Oh, what? Got pulled back mid-jump?
Is that I didn't even know that was possible.
Me neither.
Actually pulled out of mid-air. Wow, that feels bad.
Wow, you learn something new every day. I thought that happens to Gatot, but not Guinevere. So now this Lord is completely compromised. No yawn means no Lord contest.
I think Roundel is just showing us how Faramis is meant to be played. This is some of the most aggressive Faramis performance I have seen in a very long time. And honestly, I am loving it. It is doing such a good job. He's supporting his team. He's dishing out damage. He's pulling people out of safety. It's very, very good. Looking at the items, both gold laners are maxed out now. Heis has actually sold his shoes as well. Gone for a Wind of Nature alongside that Sky Piercer. Gebe as well. CS. Ooh, hold on. Yon isn't actually maxed out on items yet. Still missing one on this tank Guinevere. So we can see that there is a notable difference there in the jungler's farm.
I wonder what the last item is going to be. It could be Queen's Wings, I guess. He did have the Winter Crown already. The closer this got is Anticuras. This Lord is going to crash into structure, so top inhibitor guaranteed for Alter Ego. Alright, Singapore, what's the plan? We've seen Alter Ego willing to commit battle spells just to run down RT Singapore, and they're doing a very good job at not just running down the opponent team, but also juggling the damage that this Irritel is outputting. Another gross pathway laid out. CS jumps forward with the heavy crossbow, trying to do the splash damage. Dreams is just eating all of this up. As Closer gets gunned down, heavy crossbow expires, and once more Alter Ego puts no one. CS gets dragged back, Winds of Nature hops away, heavy crossbow off cooldown, locked down by Dreams, immortality. Iron Switch brings him back to life. It's double kill for CS, and now getting brought in by the Guiding Wind. Spell of Alpha misses. Yon gets a Violent Requiem knockup. RT Singapore playing the long game, doing it well. Winter Crown expires as Gebe will try to fight CS, but fights the Spear of Alpha on the tree.
Ooh.
Takes down CS and comes back to life. Still he falls, but AE has just eliminated the biggest threat. Yon now wants to go on Roundel, but Dreams is still around. Finds the knockup into a Violent Requiem, purified away, tries to chase Yon. Winter Crown from Yon to stay alive. Re-engages onto Dreams, but this fight pretty much done and dusted. Dreams has the immortality, but they want more. Circling Ego, Dreams stays alive at the end.
Manages to keep his immortality on top of all of that. This Hylos is a pain in the butt, but that was a very impressive defense by RSG Singapore. We did talk about this, right? They do seem to be a little better at extended engagements where Alter Ego isn't able to just surgically pick him off one by one. RSG, they have Yunsky and CS to play around. Both cores now hitting their final items here. Wind of Nature as well, saving CS in a really, really important timing because Alter Ego committed quite heavily to trying to take out this Irritel so that they can push into the base. They still have a goal lead, but 20 minutes in, only 2k isn't actually that big of a difference.
Yon just wants to get out, almost got pulled back to his death again. And honestly, if Gebe didn't finish off CS with his dying breath just now, this could have been a way different game. Let's see how RSG deals with this. CS needs to clear out their mid wave first. And of course, not to forget, Yunsky is definitely skilled up at this point. We are more than 20 minutes into the game. Those bad impacts are going to absolutely start shredding health bars.
Alter Ego playing very cautiously. Oh, Heis almost one-shot by CS, but able to dash out in time.
That's one heavy crossbow shots. RG Singapore should feel a bit more confident, but again, swimming against the tides every single second of the game. No inhibitors means that Alter Ego, they're really not in a rush. They really don't need to rush this. Just play the game. RG Singapore will eventually have to deal with the waves. Looking for Gear first. Gear is going to disengage with the Circling Ego. CS on the side, has no shields, jumps in, looks for Heis. Wisdom Nature keeps Heis alive. That's going to be Lord for Alter Ego. Secured by Gebe. Yon comes back to life with immortality. Goes immune, but still ends up going down. And everyone else from RG Singapore on the retreat. CS needs to be kept alive, and Gear will do just that.
This is an incredibly tense game here between Alter Ego and RSG. Alter Ego knows a clean sweep here. Instantly moves him on 1 game away to qualifying directly to the challenge finals. RG not willing to give it to them lightly. The mid waves are actually somewhat synced. Unfortunately, mid lane pushing a little bit faster than the rest, so RG able to start whittling down the Lord before the rest of the waves can come on in. Alter Ego, can they end this here?
CS, no sprint for another 50 seconds. Another flicker in. Nino wants to find the engage on the closer. CS getting ran away. And now Alter Ego just needs to focus on the crystal and get rid of CS. And Alter Ego finally closes up shop against RSG Singapore. Is 2-0 for the Indonesian squad.
A very, very hard-fought victory from Alter Ego. As RSG Singapore backs against the wall, we're doing everything in their power to try and stop them from reaching the crystal. But in the end, they were finally able to find the opening they needed to push on in and take the series in a clean sweep. GG well played, as Alter Ego will move on to the next stage of Group B.
The longest game we had so far today. I gotta say, RSG Singapore definitely showing a lot more mechanical prowess in this game number 2. It's just Alter Ego willing to take the fights to RSG Singapore despite kind of witnessing what CS and Yunsky could do. Nino in particular is a madman going for Thunderbelt War Axe all the way.